Good evening, everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining me. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the White Bay region of Queensland, Australia. And tonight I thought I would recreate a card that we did in my class, oh gosh, a couple of weeks ago now. It's a twisted easel fun fold. So they are normally square, and what happens is that you score down the center like a regular card, but then you also score a diagonal, and then you can fold it and to create an easel that is like twisted. So I'm not sure whether, let me see if I can get my video up so I can see if I'm showing you right, but that's pretty much what it is. And then I've added these flowers which holds up the front of the card there. Yeah, so where are we? Here we go. Get my video. Welcome everyone if you're joining me tonight. I am a bit tired tonight. I've been rushing around trying to get things organized because next week we're actually off to Perth for on stage. It's the first time in possibly 2 years that with all the demonstrators have been able to get together and catch up with each other, and we had a choice in the South Pacific of Auckland, Sydney or Perth. Hubby and I have been to Auckland. We went to Auckland 2.5 years ago, and we'd been to Sydney a couple of times. We've actually visited Sydney. We've got friends down there, so we thought, well, let's go to Perth. We've never been there, so we're looking forward to having a bit of a holiday after the event, the Stampin' Up event. Okay, so for this card, what we'll need, I will run through. I'm featuring the hand-penned flowers dies. All right, we're just going to use the dies. We're going to use this lovely detailed die as well as the larger flower here. And I've also decided to use the Charming Sentiment stamp set with this beautiful Wishing You Everything Wonderful. I just like that saying. For a special card like this, I think it's a super special greeting to have. And I've stamped that on the inside. This one's looking a bit battered because I've had it out and about, and so I thought I will keep this one as a prototype and create a new one that I can put in the post. So that's what we're doing. Not sure whether there's anyone watching tonight, but if you are, thank you for joining me. I can't see any comments, so if you have commented, it's just not coming up at the moment, but that's fine. 2 ink pads. I'm using early Espresso to stamp my greeting, and then the pool party, I thought rather than, I've actually coloured, it's really hard to tell, but I have coloured the middle of this flower, and I coloured this one Blushing Bride to match this lovely DSP. This time around I'm going to use the pool party. And for my flower centers, I've got the Iridescent Rhinestones out and about. These are gorgeous. These go with just about everything, all the different pattern papers that we have in the catalogue. I will be using my Stamparatus for my placement, for my stamping, and I will show you, we will need our paper trimmer to create that diagonal score that we need to be able to fold. Okay, now I've prepared a lot of this ahead of time just to save a little bit of time. Now I have created a card base. Oh, this is a this measures 5 inches by 10, and I've scored it lengthways or down the long side at 5 again, which creates a 5 by 5 inch card. And I do prefer to work in inches, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not quite sure what that is in centimeters. Does my ruler go there? So that's, you know, roughly 12.5 centimeters. So you'd cut it at 12.5 by 25, and then score at 12.5. I will bring this in just to show you. Bring my this card in to show you what needs to be done. So I will need a piece of gold foil. I want a piece of DSP, which we will mat over the top, and I think my foil is quite possibly an inch. So my foil is an inch shorter on 2 sides than my card front, and that's 2.5 centimeters for those that like centimeters. And then my DSP is a 1/4 of an inch smaller again, which is roughly a centimeter, I guess. Okay, so that's for the front. For the inside, we've got a piece of gold foil, but because we're all frugal crafters, what I've gone and done is I've die cut what we need out of the center, and it does fit, and I apologize if that's shining in the camera. Right, so I needed this lovely detailed die, and I needed 2 of the larger flowers. Okay, and I've cut that out of that piece of foil, and we won't see that because that's going to layer over the top like so. And we will also need 3 flowers die cut out of the vanilla, which is what I've used as my card base, and we'll also need a piece of vellum, which goes on the front. It just pops it in underneath between the die cut and the DSP, just to break up the pattern. All right, so we will get started. We'll need the stamp set, but we won't need the dies because we've already done that. I'll just put that over there for now. Okay, so to start with, here's your card base, and we're going to score from this corner to the bottom left corner to the top right. And to do that, your paper trimmer has a cutting blade and also a scoring blade. We're going to, where this score line here ends, we're going to place that dead center in the groove here, and then we're going to put this corner, I hope you can see, we're going to put this corner up into, line that up with the groove up there, And then we're just going to score that. And there we have our fold. Oops, let me get tape, put that out there. Got way too many things on my desk here. Give that a nice crease. And we'll also give this one a nice crease. All right, so basically that's your card base done. Okay, so we'll do the front first. If you use liquid glue, it does take a little bit extra time when you're gluing to foil, because foil is a non-porous surface. But that also means you have a little bit more wiggle time to get it where you need it to be. And liquid glue, as you can see, liquid glue and foil don't exactly get on well together because you do smudge it. Okay, now I'm not, well, I could stick that down, maybe not. Okay, I will grab my detailed foil cut here, and I'm going to get some glue dots. Oh, take the end off. All right, and we're going to just, I find glue dots the best with this card. And I'm going to just add a glue dot under the sections where, oh heck, this is really, under the sections where it's just a little bit, there's a little bit more room to put your, you could definitely use liquid glue, or if you've got the adhesive sheets, you could use your adhesive sheets and attach your adhesive sheet to your foil before you die cut, and then when you die cut you can then remove the backing and then just stick it down, which is also really, really handy with these more intricate detail dies. Right, so there we have that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to add possibly a glue dot, because you do actually see glue through your vellum. It's not, because it's that little bit translucent, so, and one here. And I might do another one, oops, underneath those leaves over in the other corner. Over here. Right. And I think we'll go up and down this way. And I think we'll go place this in the center. There we go. All right, now our flowers, we need a flower for the front, and I like to just curl my petals a little bit, and I'm going to get my dauber and my Pool Party ink pad, and I'm going to put just a little bit of ink, and then just very, very gently add a little bit of colour to the middle. And while we're at it, we'll do these two. There we go. You don't need much. And again, I'm going to grab a glue dot. And we will place that under there. Now this actually does fit that shape, but I'm going to be a little bit different and go this way, and then I'm going to add I'm going to add 3 of the smaller ones. Oh, stop. Oh, come on. There we go, thank you. And also, if you wanted to, if you've got mini dimensionals, you can add mini dimensionals underneath those. And I think I will do that. That just holds those little petals up. All right, I'm going to take off that. And we will, not sure what's going on out in my kitchen. There's a lot of noise happening. And that just holds it up, especially if it's going to be posted. It'll just hold them up in the post. There we go. And now comes, you have to be very much aware of where you are putting your glue down, because you don't want to actually have glue on this top half, otherwise it'll stick and you're not going to be able to fold it. All right, so what I like to do is decide which is going to be your bottom half, and I'm going to have this as my bottom half and just apply glue to this section. Make sure I got that right. That's not quite. So corner to corner on the fold. And there's our front. Okay, before we go any further, oh no, that's all right. Okay, yes, before we go any further, we need to work out where we're going to stamp our sentiment. Let me get rid of my paper trimmer because we don't need that. Don't need that anymore. I will grab my stamp, and I'm going to use my stamp apparatus. Yep, let's go this way. All right, I'm going to. All right, so this, when I need to get my sentiment straight or in a particular spot, I will always use my my sheet of plastic. Now you can use acetate, you can use packaging, you can use, this is actually Quilter's template plastic. I got it from Spotlight, whatever, but it's, I think I have shown this technique before. And you can use anything as long as you can see through it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've attached my stamp and I'm going to ink it up and I'm going to actually stamp the plastic. Okay. Now for this card, because it opens up on an angle, I've actually stamped my greeting on an angle. I just think that it works. But this time I think I might just try and pull it down into that corner a little bit more so that there's a little bit more room to write your message. Or you could easily write a message on the back. There is plenty of room there, but I want to try and pull it down this time into that corner. So this is the piece of vanilla that I'm going to use. Okay, so you got to make sure that your plastic is up tight. Push it right up tight into that corner. All right, if you've ever used the old Stamp-A-Majigs, it is basically the same principle. You stamp a template. Does that look about straight? That looks pretty straight to me. All right, you lift your plastic. All right, that's where you want your it to stamp, and then you lift your plastic and secure with your magnets, the cardstock with your magnets. We're going to re-ink our stamp again. Now it hasn't quite stamped the top of that H, so we can go back because it hasn't moved, because it's secured with those magnets. There we go. We can go back and stamp it again, which is great. So there's our little, the inside. I'll put that back in there, that way I won't get, it won't get ink all over it, and we're finished with that, so we can put that away. Cool. Right, so now we're going to glue this and this together. Oh, look, here are my comments. Yes, Nikki, I decided, well, The other one, my other card, as you can see, this one is looking a bit shabby. It's been knocked around. Being a class card, it's been knocked around. So I thought I would, can't exactly post that one out in the mail, so I thought I would make a new one that I can give away to someone. And I've just put glue all over that, and I would really like, excuse me for reaching across, I'm going to get my silicone mat, because silly me, I've put glue everywhere. Oh, okay, Bev. Yep, all good. Thank you. I'll catch up with Lisa tomorrow. Right, so there's, whoops, I'll take that out the road because I'll get glue all over everything that I don't want it to go onto. And now I'm just going to apply, oh, glue. Oh, this is nearly empty. And we will, oops, that's not it. Okay, so you've got your, where's your card? So that's going to fold that way, so you need to have your greeting in the bottom right corner. See if I can get that to stick. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is add our flowers. And again, I'm going to use glue dots. Oh, Nikki, I went shopping at Spotlight and Spotlight didn't have these little machines. But I think if you go to Spotlight online, you'll be able to buy them online. Now, I'll do this one and I'll do the second one as well while I'm at it. And because I want that little bit of gold to be poking through, I'm not going to put it exactly one on top of the other. I'm going to just twist it just a little bit. Oh, kind of like that, so you can just see a little bit of gold. Not too much, doesn't have to be too much. All right, we don't want to be a show off, we just there we go. Okay, and we will figure out where we're going to put these. Glue dot again. And a glue dot again on the back. Oops. Okay, so now we need to work out where exactly we're going to put these flowers so that they hold up our card. Kind of going a bit different this time and going over this side because that will work. And then I think I might put one, oh no, I kind of want to put it down here like so. And again, I'm going to put just a little bit of a little mini dimensional under here. Oops. this one. And we'll do the same over this side. Let me just remove, oh. Remove the cover first. Whoops. Okay, does anyone have any questions? You will need a square envelope to post this. Once again, I think they you'll probably get them from Spotlight. There we go. Right, finished. All right, so there's my blue pool party version, and that just sits up. I hope you can see that. That foil's a bit shiny. And here's my blushing bride version. So you can see I've got the two flowers over on this one side. You could, not sure which I like. This or that, guys. Pink or blue. Let me know. Yeah, thanks. Oh, Renee. Thank you, Renee. Yes, I think I have seen them in their wedding stationery section, possibly. You can buy them online, of course, in different places. So, you like the blue, Renee? Bev likes the blue one. Yeah, I don't mind the blue one for something a little bit different. But that's, yeah, so that's pretty much it for now. Oh, listen too, by the way, I am having a class coming up Friday and Saturday. I've decided, if you're watching this, I've decided to put in a Friday afternoon class. My Friday morning class is actually booked out, proper booked out. Let me see if I can find the project that we'll be making. So I decided that I would schedule in a Friday afternoon class in case anyone has a busy Saturday and would like to come along on Friday afternoon. I do have a few coming in on Saturday morning too, so Saturday afternoon there's still spots available. But this is what we will be creating. This is a shadow box using the Sweetest Christmas Suite. This is a 7x5 shadow box frame that I've been able to purchase, and the cost of the class includes a frame, and you'll get to make this little project here, a Christmas decor item. So if you're interested, you need to let me know tomorrow so that I can book you in. Places are numbered. I've only got 10 frames, and at the moment I've got 6 people booked in, so I've got 4 more spots left. So if you'd like to come along, if you think you've got a friend who might also like to come along, please let me know as soon as possible so I can book you in and have all this all prepped for you, your kit. So your kit will include all this, what you see, with minus the stamping. You need to do the stamping. I'm sorry, that's part of your job. Yeah, so that's it from me tonight. Hopefully, all being well, I will be back next week. We are actually heading off to Perth on, well, we're driving down to Perth, down to Brisbane. Sorry, not driving to Perth. I'm not attempting to drive to Perth anytime soon. We're driving to Brisbane from here, which is a 5-hour drive from where we are here. And we will drive down to Brisbane, spend the night with my daughter in Brisbane, and then fly out on Friday to Perth, hubby and I. So looking forward to having a break. And I'm pretty sure that at this point in time, I am up to date with all my jobs on my to-do list. So I've got a colour inspiration due next week, which is what my live will be on next week. And then I also need to have a second colour inspiration created and blogged, because it will come due while I'm away. And apart from that, I think everything else is done. I will show you my swaps next week. They are almost finished, so I'm doing 60 swaps, same design, just 3 different versions, which I thought was a clever way to do things. So a Christmas version, a male version, and a female version of the same design. So I'll give you a sneak peek of those next week if you want to pop in. Cool. Hi, Vicky. I'm just about ready to go, sweetheart. Thanks for joining me, though. Great to see you. So, all right. Okay, everyone. Good night. Take care. Stay safe. If you have any questions, message me. If you'd like to do my class, let me know as soon as you can. And I will add you to the list. So good night, and we'll hopefully see you next week. Bye for now.